I had been away on a 3-day business trip, scheduled to return Thursday evening. To my relief, the meetings wrapped up ahead of time, so I decided to surprise my wife Laura by coming home a day early. What I didn't know was that my surprise would turn into the darkest moment of my life. The drive back had me grinning like a fool. I even stopped at her favorite bakery to pick up a warm chocolate croissant, the kind of small gesture that always made her smile. By the time I pulled into the driveway, the rain had started to drizzle. Laura's car was parked outside, which made me even more eager. It was around 4 in the afternoon, earlier than my usual arrival, so I figured she might be napping. I unlocked the door quietly, pastry in hand, already picturing the look on her face. But something in the air felt wrong, too heavy, too still. My chest tightened, though I couldn't explain why. As I walked down the hall toward our bedroom, I heard faint laughter. At first, I thought she was on the phone, but then a man's voice joined hers. My stomach dropped. I froze outside the slightly open bedroom door. Light and movement flickered inside. My heart pounded as I pushed it wider, praying I was mistaken. But I wasn't. There they were, in our bed, Laura and another man. She was laughing with him in a way I hadn't seen in years, not with me at least. My body went numb, rooted to the floor, until rage finally broke through. What the hell is this? I shouted. They panicked instantly. Laura clutched the sheets to her chest, her face drained of color. The man didn't even meet my eyes. He just grabbed his clothes and bolted, muttering something I couldn't hear. Laura called after him, but he didn't stop. When she turned back to me, tears streamed down her face. "It's not what it looks like," she stammered again and again. I let out a bitter laugh, raising the bag in my hand. "I came home early to surprise you, and this is what I find." She broke down, sobbing, swearing it was a mistake. But the image was already carved into me, impossible to unsee. I couldn't stay. The room itself felt poisoned, every detail seared with betrayal. Without saying much else, I grabbed a duffel bag and started packing clothes. "Where are you going?" she cried, grabbing my arm. "I can't live here," I said coldly. For the first time, I felt nothing for her, not love, not anger, just a hollow void. I walked out, ignoring her begging. That night, I stayed with a friend, replaying it all over and over. The distance in her eyes, the excuses I brushed off, the late nights. I saw it all clearly now. I realized the woman I thought I loved either no longer existed, or maybe she never did. The weeks that followed were consumed by lawyers, moving and painful goodbyes. Strangely, catching her red-handed left no room for doubt. She had made her choice, and now I had to make mine. Half a year later, the wound hasn't fully closed, but healing has started. Her betrayal gave me one lasting lesson: to never sacrifice self-respect. Sometimes the person you trust most becomes a stranger. Facing the truth is brutal, but far better than living a lie.